Today I have a very special fight for you all here on this channel. My opponent in this matchup is a widely known top 8 player in the well-renowned UFC Esports Fight League, better known to most of you as the ESFL. He was recently featured on the highly anticipated ESFL UFC Las Vegas card as one of the final contestants on the show. He goes by the name of EK Warrior9852, one of the greatest professional UFC esports player going today, and according to the leaderboards, he's also one of the greatest Fight Night champion players as well. He's currently sitting at number 6 of the monthly top 100 leaderboards with a 1,272 wins to only 310 overall record at the time of this fight. Needless to say, on paper, he's well deserving of what will be constituted as an esports pro boxer. Now, doing my homework even further, it seems that he's built a reputation in the UFC 4 community, with a handful of people in the community having a few vicious things to say about him.
Thank God. Rob, fuck EK Warrior. Do me a favor. Go up to Warrior and tell him I said fuck you. Warrior's a bitch. Leech says fuck you.
You need to go outside. That's normal. Be thankful you can even get into rank. You play like a prick on Fight Night Champion and Ultimate Fighting Championship. Fuck off, mate. Sort it out.
After doing some digging, I realized that this individual EK Warrior may have built up a sizable amount of haters due to how much ass he's kicking in UFC and in Fight Night. And plus, he also belongs to a stable called Elite Kings. Because from what I could tell, he was nothing but a class act. So maybe there's some context here that I'm missing, and if I am, please correct me if I'm wrong, but for all intents and purposes, I think he was a stand-up guy. Now, looking further at the Elite Kings, from what I could tell, they seem to also have a sizable amount of members there as well. And from the outside looking in, they look to be one of the few stables that's over there in UFC running shit. And in the previous ESFL Fight Night Champion event, 2 EK members were featured on the card, EK Slick and EK Spider, who in my opinion had the best fight on the card against Prioxis. I highly recommend to go check out that fight, and as well as the others on the ESFL's channel, and the link will be in the description below. And on a side note, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Ja Morant as well. There is nothing that warms my cold dead heart than to see another brother that's out there able to feed his family off the strength of your gaming ability. I've been watching this dude's channel for a while now, and it warms my heart to see this brother out there getting his. And I just want to give him a shout out and just say that, you know what, man, I like seeing you win. So for anybody that wants to see me fight this dude, nah, I can't do it because I want to see this man win. I'd have to root against him, and I don't ever want to put myself in that position. And plus, there's another thing too. We root for the same team on Sundays, and us cheeseheads got to stay together and stay on code because it's been 11 years. Hell, we haven't gotten the Super Bowl ring since another boxing game has come out. It's been that long. And hey, I know a lot of y'all haters and football fans don't like to hear this, but Lambeau Field holds home to the 2 greatest quarterbacks in NFL history. Hey, it is what it is. Y'all just gotta read it and weep. And oh yeah, fuck the Dallas Cowboys. As always, y'all always end up with our scraps and doing nothing with it, and I hope y'all go 0-16 this year. For real, for real. Back to EK Warrior. I'm gonna be honest with you all. I don't know nor care about the reputation that he's garnered across the UFC community. But I can say that with certainty that his username does check out after he went to war against me. EK Warrior9852 is the type of opponent who is going to go out there and win by any means necessary and doesn't give a fuck about how you feel about it. I can definitely give EK Warrior my stamp of legitimacy as not only just a top 100 fighter and Fight Night champion, but a top 10 fighter in the game right now as we speak. And the reason why I say this is because this man went out there with the intent to earn what he felt like was his, a victory. Clearly he's doing a good job of this, as he's kicking nearly everyone's ass to get to almost the top 5 spot. But the problem for him though is he's going up against an even stronger warrior, with a massive chip on one shoulder and the weight of the Fight Night community on the other. Meaning that the odds of him winning are insurmountable at best. Which leads to my real reason for making this video, which is to give everyone over there on UFC 4 a warning. I want you all to listen, and I want you to listen well. If you decide to cross through that forbidden door in Fight Night Champion, I'm gonna let you all know now that this shit is different over here. Cause Fight Night ain't for the faint of heart. Whatever you're used to on UFC, don't expect it to be the same here. Because you're coming from a game that's rated for teens to a game that's rated M for mature. Meaning that Fight Night is for grown men only. When you cross over to Fight Night Champion, you're walking in the Skid Row. You're walking inside the trenches. When you install Fight Night Champion and you go online, be prepared to have World War II like PTSD after you leave and uninstall the game. Because no one ever leaves Fight Night the same way as they were before. Speaking from personal knowledge, I can tell you there are goons, kingpins.
I'm mad because I'm broke. Yes, that's what happened. I'm mad because I put your ass on the game. Oh, money all over the place. Oh, paraphernalia, leave that alone. Okay. Duh! Gelato, duh! Over here. Oh, we got another 65 over here. Hold up. We got another 65. My bad, more gelato. More gelato. Duh! We doing some shit. We got the 65 over here. Oh, hold up. Oh, yeah, we got a bunch of... Don't get those WCW shit. Yeah, double up, nigga. And I double up on my shit. Duh. Gucci, nigga. Retro everything. Duh. Well, boom. That's another 85 right there. You feel me? I'm playing with an 85 downstairs. Duh. On deck. This is where your bitch gets fucked. This is where I fuck your bitch. Feel me? Another 65. You feel me? Diamond over here. Boom. Feel me? Can't live it like me. Boom, 85. We got the walk-in closet. There you go, that broke nigga. There goes that broke guy, you see? Oh, yo, these are 500. That's $500, you heard? That's 500. You got the him and her everything. What's up with you? Where's your bitch at, nigga? And I whooped your ass on the game, nigga. You can't afford this. This is $40,000 right here, alone. This is $40,000 bathroom, stupid. Duh. Another 85. You feel me? Duh. Another 85. I just killed you right now.
And even homeless men that are online playing Fight Night Champion right now, every day.
My man, are you really playing Xbox right here? Which one? What year?
2011.
I'm not even mad at you, bro.
And if you come over here on that fuck shit, you will be held accountable for it. You will get blasted on social media, and you will get documented.
You a weird ass nigga. I would never have niggas around you around me, period. You're weird. You niggas need to be exposed, and you will be. And you getting posted up. Just in case you ever say I never whooped your ass, bitches documented. You that angry where you willing to pull the fucking plug? I got something to talk about. And I have a right to be angry when you dealing with a weird ass nigga that like you so-called want to be elite fighters that pull the fucking plug on a nigga when you get your ass whooped. 90% of the time you beat me. Now all of a sudden I get a victory. This is what you do. You only hit the deck twice and you quit because I start figuring you out. Imagine you being in a relationship, because if you pulling plugs like this on a video game that you love, imagine what you're doing in real life. Because you expose who you really are in real life, even on the fucking video game. And anybody that got this nigga on their friend list, bro, you gotta be a coward ass nigga just like him, bro. It all makes sense. Anytime a motherfucking nigga quit games like you do, bro, I know you got friends that quit games with you. Because y'all weak-minded motherfuckers belong together. Y'all cowards. You'll never amount to shit because you expose who you are in real life, bro. Because it's how you do in real life. You run from your fucking problems. You plays, fuck you, nigga. Suck my dick. Die in your fucking goddamn house, you raggedy bitch. You's a bitch.
Now what I'm about to say isn't personal towards EK Warrior or anyone else in the Elite Kings group, as I thought you were all a class act and you represent your clique well. But understand this. I will simply not lose to any UFC player who crosses over to fight night. The thought of anyone who even believes that they can cross esports like that, from MMA to boxing, is an insult to me, and it's an insult to the hard work that I put in being one of the greatest of all time. EK Warrior, to put it simple, you have no chance of beating me, and you never will. And this goes for anyone else in the EK clique. Because if there's 100 EK members in the Fight Night Top 100, instead of me going 100-0, I'd be going 200-0 if you send them all my direction. And this goes for any UFC 4 players who decides to download Fight Night Champion on Xbox Game Pass and comes after me. Because I need you all to understand this. Victory against a crossover MMA player means everything to me. Because these type of fights are bigger than just me. I'm just one person. But understand that I have a position to defend and a mission to carry out that's been consistent since day one. Bringing awareness to all of the starving hearts of boxing fans worldwide who yearn for a new fight night, who yearn for a new boxing game. And me realizing that there are millions out there that feel the same way that I do. And it's something that's both overwhelming and humbling, to say the least, to be quite frank with you. I've realized on my journey that I have a responsibility. And it's a responsibility that I take very fucking serious. Defeating UFC esports pros like EK Warrior isn't just a victory for me. No. This is a victory to those Fight Night fans who made me who I am today. And without them, I am nothing. This victory is for every loyal EA boxing gamer who has been with this movement since day one, since Knockout Kings and beyond. This is a victory against those over there on UFC YouTube who said that I would never make it on this platform. And you know who you are. This is a victory for every single person who has personally told me that they started playing Fight Night Champion because of little old me. This is a victory for everyone who believed in the vision since day one and those along the way. This is a victory for the blood, sweat, and tears that I poured into this game. Putting Fight Night on my fucking back. Simply putting it, a victory for me means a victory for Fight Night Champion. This is why EK Warrior or anyone else over there will never stand a chance against me. Because I know full and well that losing to a UFC player means that I failed my purpose. No matter how good you are, you'll never be able to defeat a man who has the weight of every starving boxing gamer behind his punches. In other words, there's absolutely no way that you can defeat 11 years of pain. Before Esports Boxing Club was even conceptualized, that term was first coined by me back in early 2019, meaning that I started this esports boxing shit. And god damn it, I'm gonna finish it. But you know what? I'm gonna be patient, because UFC 5 development will soon be over and Project Moneyball will begin. And once that happens, my era will truly take its course. Everything that you're watching now is just the prelude of what's to come. But just know that any UFC person or UFC gamer that spits on the face of LX Sniper, you're spitting on the face of the Fight Night Champion Series, and that's not a good idea. For anyone who has a problem with what I'm saying, Fight Night Champion is available for free, I might add, on Game Pass if you own an Xbox. Come do something about it. EK Warrior, I'll be glad to give you a rematch and do this again, anytime, anywhere. You name the event and I'll show up, because I at least owe you that much for being a warrior. And that goes to anyone else in the EK clique or any pro UFC gamer who thinks that they can be a pro at Fight Night. But just know that I meant every single word that I said. And you'd have to pry that controller from my cold, dead hands before I allow any one of y'all to defeat me.
Good evening, everybody. Glad you've made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to the Metro Manila Arena here in the Philippines for our main event. 10 rounds, middleweights going at it. A lot of talk heading into tonight's matchup. Everybody expecting this to be a great night. Scheduled for 10 rounds tonight between these two. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Every fight takes on its own unique personality, and this fight looks like it's going to be a matching of wits, a technical display.
Yeah, if it was a chess match, it wouldn't be a lot of knights jumping over the castles. It'd be a lot of pawns moving forward very steadily.
Teddy, many times throughout our broadcast we've seen through the years, when we get a southpaw versus an orthodox fighter, there can be a tendency for clashes of heads.
Yes, there can be, and also tripping a little bit. Sometimes they step on each other's feet.
Good, clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Manny Pacquiao. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Good job staying away from the danger there. Duran's defense, is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Manny Pacquiao. 10 seconds remaining in this round. And we come to the end of round number 1.
Stop by aisle 5 for Clairol's Herbal Essences. It takes you where no shampoo has
gone before, with all natural botanicals and organic herbs in pure mountain water. It will leave your hair looking beautiful.
Yes! Yes! If you think that's great, try the body wash.
Clairol's Herbal Essences, a totally organic experience.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway.
Let's see some more headroom. Let's see some more headroom. Get out of the way. You got me.
Flush right hand to the head. Pacquiao showing you a little defensive skill there. Able to move away from that punch. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Well-targeted counterpunch by Roberto Duran. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Let's focus in on the recent career of Manny Pacquiao, where he has really ascended to the throne on the pound-for-pound list, knocking out Ricky Hatton, dismantling Miguel Cotto. He's evolved into quite a superstar.
Yeah, I think he had the right guys in front of him. With Hatton, he had a guy that he could find was very available. And Cotto maybe damaged goods. A guy that also was right in front of him, that with his fast hands and his power, he was made to order. But he has improved. He has gotten better every step of the way.
Good defensive skill with the block by Roberto Duran. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Gets rid of that body shot. And we come to the end of round number 2. And round number 3 is underway. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand.
Come on, kid, focus. Just still not moving it out. Move.
And now he's targeting upstairs. Roberto Duran's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. Good block by Duran. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Good looking right hand after he got hit. Pacquiao's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. That right hand over the top lands flush. Pacquiao on the mark with that right hand. Manny Pacquiao's hurt from that. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt.
So in this kind of situation, it's kind of like a wounded animal. Yeah, you should go after, but you better be careful because he'll strike out when you don't expect it.
Pacquiao steadies the ship here now. Boy, he was hurt, but right now, back to what he's used to being.
Yeah, but he better be careful about what he was used to being because that's what got him in trouble. Being a little too offensive-minded, getting a little greedy.
Missed that uppercut. Nice strike after catching one by Roberto Duran. And this round comes to an end. Roberto Duran's up on Teddy's scorecard 3 rounds to zip, but still obviously a lot can happen at this point forward. Pacquiao's making me real curious here, Teddy. I wonder, should he be sticking with this style after being rocked in this fight?
It's still early enough. I would say yes. You know, you don't want to panic. You don't want to just throw everything overboard. You want to stay with what brought you here. Hey, he's been taught this not for hours, not for days, not for weeks. You know, months and years he's been taught this. You don't throw it out. You stay with it.
We just have not seen the big shots from this guy. He is not throwing the power punches, Teddy. What would you say to him?
Well, first of all, I would say to him, what do you think, that he's going to make a deal with you? If you don't hit him hard, he won't hit you hard? No, it doesn't work like that, my friend. He's going to get confidence now. He's going to take advantage of this.
Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Roberto Duran. Halfway through this round. There's a straight right hand.
Keep moving. Keep moving. Come on. Keep stand up.
Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds. Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. Pacquiao's trail accomplished the task at hand. His corner's letting him know that. You can just tell.
Just like that. Just like that.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Manny Pacquiao. Duran's at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo.
Move your head.
He's got that certain something that's a well-acquired skill in this craft of boxing, and that is superb defense, and it's on target tonight.
It is. The old timers would say, you know, that's the hard thing, is to learn defense. You know, the easy part, the fun part, is let your hands go. So he's got the hard part down. Guess what? He's enjoying the fun part right now because of it.
Halfway into round number 5 here. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Roberto Duran.
Focus. Punch your way off the ropes. Focus.
Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds. Boy, sharp two-punch combination by Manny Pacquiao.
Miles an hour, everybody else going 50. Now he's got it up to 45, 48. A couple more miles per hour, you know, push that gas pedal a little more, Joe, and he might be there.
Well played, straight right hand. Duran's been able to hit that target with that straight punch consistently all night long.
Yeah, and he's gotten a little bit of help because his opponent starts leading with those wide shots, and he steps right inside him, right into the eye of the storm.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Roberto Duran. Right hand downstairs. Took a go of it to the body, but came up empty. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6.
You're not focusing.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Off the target by Manny Pacquiao. Roberto Duran's doing well here with that 2-punch combination.
There you go.
Blocks away that headshot. Really frustrating his opponent now. Duran so defensively sound, it doesn't make for an easy target.
No, it doesn't, and it makes for a very frustrating night for his opponent. I see his opponent now, if you notice, he's getting a little tentative. He's afraid to let the punches go because when he misses...
Fight, and I do believe that he's up on the scorecards.
Yeah, I have it the same way.
That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Right to the belt line.
Stay focused inside.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao is getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. Right to the head with that right. The combo lands upstairs. At the halfway point of round 7. Pacquiao's finding out right now that this counter-punching style is not getting the results he needs in these middle rounds. What is the answer?
Well, when a guy's not coming in and walking in, you can't counterpunch. I mean, he's not giving you the kind of turf that you need. Now you have to find a way to create your offense, to lead a little bit. That starts with the jab, getting off first.
What an excellent 2-punch combo by Manny Pacquiao. Up top with the right hand. 10 seconds to go in the 7th. That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Roberto Duran. And that's the end of... This has turned out to be a good-looking fight. Teddy, I think it's clear to see that Roberto Duran's in control of this fight. He's up on your scorecard, as we can see. But it's been a tough night.
Yeah, and it's also clear to see that his opponent has a chance to come back because he has been competitive every bit of the way.
Good effective work with that straight right hand. Duran counters back. Straight right was lined up, but he missed. Pacquiao's doing what every trainer wants to see their fighter do. Land punches in bunches. The combination lands. Parries that punch intended for the head. Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking one. Roberto Duran's got a good measure on his opponent. Every time that head dips down, that front of that body leans forward, you see him firing off that uppercut.
Well, there's certain situations where you have to be ready to do certain things. On the inside, the uppercut is usually one of those situations where that punch becomes very available.
Missed the target with that hook. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Roberto Duran. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Oh, what a whiff by Roberto Duran. He returns the favor with an uppercut. Flush shot lands after blocking away his opponent's effort. Duran's corner his opponent.
Yeah, well, they're applauding him, and they should thank his opponent for doing an imitation of a heavyweight.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? Duran's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. Lands flush with the combination upstairs. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Swords well to the head with the right hand. We thought we were getting a couple of lambs out here. We're getting a couple of lions.
Yeah, you did get a couple of lions. Lions that haven't been fed for a while. Lions that have not been taken care of by their keepers.
Halfway through the 9th round. Roberto Duran's left working well that time. Manny Pacquiao's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Roberto Duran's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting short upon. Pacquiao's so dangerous with that accuracy. A two-punch combination landing. Duran's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Took a shot. Now he gives a left. Roberto Duran's right hand working well that time. He scored well. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecard.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Pacquiao's picking up right where he left off. Remember how he finished that last round?
Yeah, he really finished strong, really fast. And you know what? This is a thinking man's fight. I know a lot of people are going to say Teddy's just an aggressive fighter. No, he understands and his corner understands that his opponent only has 60 seconds to recover, and they're jumping on him, figuring that their opponent hasn't recovered.
Look at that combination by Manny Pacquiao. Duran's rocked by a huge hook to the head. Manny Pacquiao firing off that hook very well. Roberto Duran's in bad shape, but he's doing the only thing he can at this point. He's tying up.
Yeah, but what I'm a little surprised at, and I think what his opponent's going to pay a price for later on, he's letting him tie up.
Scored well up top. Staying away from those head shots with his defense up top. Here's a moment here as you see the step back counter punch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces him into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
Roberto Duran's doing a brilliant job with his head movement, employing top-notch defense right here, and it's frustrating his opponent.
It is frustrating his opponent. His opponent needs to make an adjustment of thinking right now and understand what's there, not what's not there. We know that the head's not there, but what's there? The body. He needs to start going downstairs. That will freeze up some of that head movement.
Oh, man. That was a good fight. You fought your ass off, EK Warrior, but you know what? You can't beat the original Warrior. You can't beat the Warrior who puts his blood, sweat, and tears in the Fight Night champion. Now, I respect what you've done on UFC 4 and all the other games. That's great. But when you come over here to fight night, shit is not what you think it is. Because you coming back down here to the gutter, to the trenches. And I'm going to tell you something, EK Warrior. I'm the Lord of the trenches. Meaning you can send you and anyone else in your EK clique. I don't care if they're in the top 100. I don't care if you send 100 EK people in the top 100. Instead of me going 100-0, that's just going to mean I'm going to go 200-0. And I put my life on it. Because ain't nobody taking what I've earned. Taking what I've done for this fight night shit. This era belongs to me. And if anybody has a problem with it, they can come over here and do something about it. I'm a motherfucking thug.